Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action now, McCarthy. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. They're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on 4th down. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Starts the return at the 34. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Viking 18! Hut.
Dive play straight ahead. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Go! Hawk 70! Ready?
Working on 1st down. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
Got it, ready?
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger! Get up!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Those windows over the middle. People, if you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
From the red zone on first. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, or even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds, or he can get the first down.
In a good spot here, second and inches.
70 Lions. Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it second and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves it can stop it.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos. And return coming from the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt to that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
70 Lions.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. Spins out of one stop. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Pick up there of 39 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, they'll run. Down to the 10. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Give now to the running back. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready, ready.
He finds him right side. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around, didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. Great work field quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll come out throwing. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's a pretty cool look right there. The kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Check go.
Looking to throw here. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Vikings are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Here's the handoff. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up second and 5 at the 19-yard line.
First down run, nabs him.
Shut up. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Shut up.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Broncos will take over as he scores his first interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Come on. 60 Bison.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. One of the tight ends motioning left. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have second and pretty long here.
Viking 18.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play made by Deron Payne.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Vikings into the nickel for this third down play.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Third and long for him here. Big strike downfield to Coleman. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They go play action on first down. Buying some time left. All the left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. 2nd and 3 now.
Viking 18. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Hand off to the back. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Hey.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless. He can impact play.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. They've shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
60 Bison.
Right up the gut. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Hawk 70.
They kick the running back in motion.
Ready.
Shotgun now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10.
Here you go, set. Cougar 19.
They'll go play action. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal.
Set. Cougar 19.
Design bootleg here. Completed to his running back. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. This first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got a man left. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
They'll run here on first down. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Bronco 80. To the City Lions.
Going to the ground again on first. This is ahead for about 5. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 50. Panther 50. Let go.
Back to the well again. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
So third down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this.
Okay.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Down. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Hold the ready.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Get up. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Short pass brought in. Has some room to work. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Going ground on first and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
Vikings 14.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
19. Let's go. Check. 19, 18. Go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first.
It's a gain of 30.
They'll have 2 left to work with before
And the
halftime.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the set.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Hits his running back. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Come on. Set. Pat the 60.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Again, McCarthy to throw. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
The members tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Patterson for the Vikings field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. And they're short on the fake. They didn't trust that longer field goal, it seems, but they're forced away empty-handed.
Clearly, the defense did not go all in on the block right there, and fortunate for them because it allowed them to pivot when they saw the fake, and they stay in position to defend it beautifully.
Got it. Ready.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
60 Bison.
Running back sent in motion. First and 10, they're going to throw. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
I'll throw it. He's going deep this time. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see, almost bringing it your pick.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught at the 25. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Working now from the gun. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprised that QB still threw it in that direction, with how well the defense had that one covered.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Looking good, but just a little too far left. He missed it. And they are unable to double their lead.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. Escapes the pocket. Chucks this one deep down the right sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he takes the return out of bounds.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Lions.
They're going play action. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left. He's got it inside the 25. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game.
Vikings 14.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10.
Hey, what's the back? What's the back on this play? Here we go. Set. Hurt. Go.
Sending him on the dive. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So first down from the 41.
Ready. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Street. Ready.
And they'll pitch it out to him. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
On play action now, McCarthy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Bronco 80.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
It's a gain
You know,
of
Kate,
11.
back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and 10 now from the 46.
19, Tiger. 19. Ready. Cougar 19.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
18 Cardinal. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2 yards, all he can get. It's third down.
Tackle by Zach Allen. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Back-to-back carries here. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, the Broncos get to this one. So just like that, Bronco, very nice drive. Ends in a whimper from that offense and a real roar from the defense, who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said, enough is enough. And I'll tell you, the way they were moving the football offense, I think you felt it, I felt it.
Yeah.
A touchdown was coming, but
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
On the set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
that does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind
Tiger. Ready.
Another carry for him. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Liking 18. Ready.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Trying to push this past the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Set. Rocco 80.
McCarthy fires out wide. Complete. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returnable from the 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Give now to the running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Ready. 60, pass to 60.
They send a tight end in motion.
Ready, ready?
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down Denver.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Come on. Hit. Nice.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Let go.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
On first down, they'll run. Going in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Bronco. And jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He takes it down to the 33. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
First down now, ball at the 33. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He's got it in the red zone. It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They'll run now on 2nd down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Some good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's McCarthy. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver?
Now it's McCarthy. Gets it to him on the screen. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Last play sent him back across midfield. Here's 2nd and long.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Jack Fox will kick it away. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8.
At their own 8-yard line.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Set. Time to Lions. Ready.
They'll throw to start the drive. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Broncos needing 4 points. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Setting up to pass. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try and punch it in. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. So it's a win for the Vikings.